Hello and welcome to this tutorial on the Buzer Admin Panel. In this video, we'll be going over how to use the admin panel to control information and users on the Buzer mobile application. For us to get to the portal, you open a browser of your choice. Here I've opened Google Chrome, and so let's get started. So to get started, we need to log into the admin panel. To log in, as you can see, you get your credentials, which is your username and your password from the system's administrator. I'm going to add in my username and also my password. Once you have logged in, you can now see a dashboard with various other options for managing the mobile application. You can view user data, manage user accounts, edit app content like articles, forums, institutes, frequently asked questions, and a couple of other things. We're going to go through this in this video. So as you can see from my screen, in the left side of my screen, you can see the mobile application, and at the right side, you can see the administration portal. So I'm going to be changing stuff from the administration portal and demonstrating the changes that I've made here on the mobile application, right? So after you download your mobile application, you can click Get Started. And as you can see, this is our login page. You've got login here. User logs in by inputting their username and their password and logging in, or by signing up and entering a new account. So as you sign up, this requires a first name, a last name, an email address, and an institute. Right, a password, obviously. And if you click and create an account, it sends you a link via your email. Now, to just start this off, we are going to see how we can add institutes, right? So how this app works is that every interface is unique per each institute or per each institution, right? And for this case with Buzer, we have got a unique app information for each campus on each institute. So we have got two universities. We've got the University of Namibia and the International University of Management. But then inside those universities, we've got different campuses, like the main campus and all the other campuses, right? So I'm going to just show you how you can add a new campus on the admin portal, and that is going to be reflected on the mobile application. So we can go to universities, and now it's showing you all the universities and the campuses that are around and in the system. At the current moment, you have got 18, right? And this layout on our dashboard is going to be the same for almost all of the other information. So if you get in here, you can see a filter button where you can filter all this information. You can see this click new button, export. This just exports this information in some other formats, and you can see this table information that you can choose which information you want shown here, right? For example, I've just removed the logo information. Then now I can see only this information, right? So if you want to add a new university, you click the new button on this university tab, and now you can add a new university, right? Let me just add a campus of my choice. So I'll probably say University of Namibia. Maybe Vindex South campus. Right, and then I can select a logo for that campus. Right, and an address And now, as you can see here, and now we have the University of Namibia Windhoek South campus in the system. Now we are going to check from the mobile application. So as you can see, we now have University of Namibia Windhoek South campus. Just the campus that we have just added is now showing on the mobile application. So you can add new, and what you can also do is to edit, show, or delete. So I'm going to try and edit this one and probably call it the University of Windhoek South campus. Right, it probably says so in Windhoek. And click submit. So I've changed it to the University of Windhoek, and I'm going to see from my mobile application if it has also changed. Now, as you can see, now we have the University of Windhoek South campus now in our system. Right. So we've seen how to add a new campus and how to edit, and also we're going to showcase how to delete. So I'm just going to delete the one that I've just made, and it's no longer in the system. So the one university that we've just deleted, the University of Windhoek, is no longer showing in our mobile application. So here we are for user management. If you go to the portal, you can just click user management. From the user management tab, you can see all the users and the user types that are there, and we're going to go in detail on how you can control these and monitor, and also assist in users creating accounts. So first of all, I'm going to sign up. I'm just going to show you a case how to sign up from the mobile application. I'm going to click sign up, enter my first name, last name, email, institute, and my password. So I'm just going to put an email of my choice. Sorry, I'm going to put my first name, and my email address. And I'm going to select my institute. So I'm probably going to select University of Namibia main campus. Put in my password. So a verify email has been sent to my email address. So I've just opened my Gmail, and I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to click verify email address, and now it's showing me that my account has been verified successfully. So after the email has been verified, you can now go back and log in with a newly created account. And you are now in the mobile application. Now we can see that from user management, there's now a new user that I've just created, which is a Buzer tester with my email address, and showing that my email has been verified with this timestamp, right? So I'm now in the mobile application, which means that I can now scroll through, I can now click through articles, charts, etc., etc., right? So from the admin portal, what you can do is you can add a new user from this admin portal. Let's say that your user is having challenges creating an account, or you can edit an existing user, show an existing user, or delete a user, right? So I'm just going to start with editing a user, right? So this user that I've just created from my mobile phone, now I can edit that user's details from here. So you can edit their name, their email address, their user type. So if we two user types are user or normal user or a counselor, this we're going to get deep into. You can also select a university for them. If they want that changed, you can also give them a new password, and you can also block this user from the system. That means that the user will not be able to log in. And all this data is for counselor users, right? So you can actually add optionally a title, probably a professor, a minister. You can add a bio, and also you can add a phone number, right? So let's say a user is having difficulty or challenges creating their own account. What you can do is you can click on new, on the new button on the portal, and you can enter their first name and their email. I've just entered my name, Tigo, and my email. And you can select the user type. So if we've got two, normal user and counselor, I'm going to select probably counselor, and their campus here, and also input a password for them, and probably put a title and a bio of their counselor. If they're just a normal user, you can leave these fields empty. These are optional fields. And then you can input a phone number, which is also optional, right? And then you click submit, and that user has been created, right? So if I log out and try to log in with that user, the account logs in. So you can actually create an account via the admin portal, and you can as well then just send the credentials to the user, and then they can change their password afterwards, right? So moving on, we're going to move to App Slider. So as you can see, this is our home page on the Buzer app. On top here is a slider that you can see showing us chats with peers on Buzer, etc., etc. So what the admin can do is they can put an image of their choice on this slider. And how do you do that as an administrator? You come here to App Slider Pictures, and you can create or you can add sliders here from this end, right? So starting here, I'm going to click on new, right? And I'm going to select an image or an image path. So I'm going to browse from my computer. So I want this Buzer photo to be here on the app slider, and then I create open. Then select university, and probably the University of Namibia main campus. Right, so you can see that it's now showing here. This admin portal shows us the picture and shows us the university, and the date was created and updated. As I've said in earlier, you can update what you can show here from this button. Then you can untick some of the columns here. So I think as you can see from the slider, the app slider has now been updated. So as an administrator or as a campus administrator, whatever you want to show to the students or to the users on the app, you can as well put it on the app slider: promotional material, upcoming events, etc., etc. So from here, we're going to move to articles, right? So in our mobile application, we've got a number of articles that students and users can read through, and we can get to those articles in a number of ways in this application. So here, hot topics is just showing us the article topics that are available. We've got featured articles, some of the top ranking articles in the mobile application, and so users can scroll through and just select what they want. And we've got an articles button down here, right? So you can get to articles by clicking more here, and it gets you to the article topics, right? So inside the article topics, we've got different other articles. This one shows us different other articles, and then we can click into those articles and read through, right? So within article topics are individual articles, um, HIV, STIs, and HIV, and we've got articles that are related to that topic. And if you click into, you can read through this. So I'm going to preview to you how we can add article categories and how you can also add the actual articles. And we are going to start with article categories. So when you come to our admin portal here, we click articles and we click article categories. And here is where we input our article category names. And so far we've got I think a total of about 6 categories. So these categories that are being shown in the mobile app, they are being inputted in the admin portal via this tab, right? As you can see, we've got 6 categories. And from here, just the same as any other tab, you can edit, show, delete, or add a new article topic, right? And we're just going to start by probably editing an existing one, because I can see that this one is in fitness tips, but I want to change that. So if you click edit, you can edit a name, you can edit the image that shows on your mobile application, and that's more of it, right? So probably I'm going to edit this and call it SR, sexual and reproductive health, right? And then I click submit. And now you can see that the change that I've made in the admin portal is being shown in the mobile application. It's now sexual and reproductive health, right? So from this, you can also add a new category. I'm going to add probably fitness tips for pros and add an image for easy reference to my article. And I'm going to add that image from my local computer. So I have selected an image, this fine image of a lady on a treadmill, and I click submit. So the new category that I've just added, which is fitness tips for pros, is now showing in the mobile application with that particular image, right? So as an admin, you can add article categories, and inside those categories, you have individual articles. Here on articles tab is showing every article in the mobile application, and we are going to click through. So inside, probably I'll go to category safety. I just want to preview this first one, and it's showing an article on bullying. So this particular article is the one that's being shown here, and I just want to probably show the article. And this is probably the backend information of this article. And what I want to do next is to probably edit this article. So I'll go back on lists and edit article. And when I click edit, it's going to show me this image. That's the previewed image, a topic that's being shown here, and a heading, right? So our heading is bullying, that's being shown on the top here, on the top navigation banner, and topic is being shown here, and our image here, and all our text are being shown here, right? So we also need to select category so that the articles are now put in order. And as we have added, we've got a new category here, which is fitness tips for pro, and just make sure that each and every article that you have, you're putting it in an appropriate category, right? And we've got the body that's being shown here. So what's here is exactly what's here. And if you are done editing them, you can then press submit. And as soon as you submit, what you update here is also updated on the mobile application. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create a new article, right? I'm going to click new and probably put my heading as fitness, and a topic, a fruitful fitness plan. And I'm going to select an image for my topic for easy reference for my users, and just to make it more fun, I'll select this one, right? Select category, then I'm going to choose my newly created category, and then for body, I'm just going to write something, right? So I've just created a new article, right, on fitness, and I'm just going to check off on my list if that article exists. And I think things are still loading, but you can see on this article number 87, we've got fitness, and my topic, food for fitness, my image that I've just put, and the text that I've just put. So we're going to check on the mobile application if that's now in. So when you click the fitness tips for pros article topic, you can see my article is now here, and you can now see that everything that I've just put in my admin portal is now showing here. So a fruitful fitness plan is my topic, and my text please stay fit, right? So that's all on articles. We're going to go to article comments. So users are allowed to comment on articles on any article really. After you read, you can then add a comment on any article. So after you read the article, you probably want to enter in a comment, and you can see that these are all text comments that we're doing when we're testing the mobile application. But a user can actually comment. So me as a user can be like, nice article, right? But then we would also want the administrator to be able to regulate these comments, and for them to do that, they can view comments reports, right? So users can report a comment if it's inappropriate. So probably I'm going to report this and say and put some note for the admin to see. So I've reported a comment, an article comment, and it's come here. I think reported by me. That's my account, Rezo Tsigo, and the comment was just yep. So from that we've got article comments reports, and you've got article comments reply reports, right? So if you can also reply a comment here. And you can also report on a replied comment, and those also show here on article comment reply report. The functionality is just the same on article comments reports, right? So from now we are going to focus on forums. So we move on to forums, right? So we also have forums in our mobile applications, and these are also related to articles. Forums are just discussion points that the administrators or the class coordinators can add discussion points, and then users can come in and comment on those and add in their inputs, right? So we've got forums and forum categories, right? So obviously categories are just categorizing those forums so that they get in order, and you've got our actual forums, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to edit this test forum and put in a review forum here, and probably select a category, probably say random health tips, and then put a title, your take on SRHR education, right? And then we probably add a description just for fun. Tell us what you think. And then probably add a body. Right, so I've just put in my forum, and I want this to be a discussion point for all the other users, right? And this is now in. We click into our forum topic, and then my newly created forum is now showing here. I just have one for this category, so I'm just going to click into it. Right. So before you get into the forums, the app goes through with you the forums terms and conditions that you have to scroll through. That you're not going to put in information that's going to not be comfortable for other people, right? As you comment through these forums, so you just accept the terms and conditions. And this is my newly created forum. So it's what's your take on HR education? Right, so I can click and view all comments, and then if there are no comments, I can write my own comment. Right, so I've just put in my forum comment, and other users can come and like my comments or reply or report my comment. Right, so just same thing. So I can reply with this comment. And so this discussion goes on between users on that particular forum, right? So as the administrator can add new forums, can add new forum categories, can view forum comments, reports. So if there's something that someone wants to report on, probably inappropriate, the admin can view those forums and then act on them accordingly, and also from forum comments, reply reports, just the same as what we did with articles. So that's all on forums. Next, we go on chats. So our mobile application allows users to chat amongst themselves. You can go to the chat button if you're a normal user, and here it shows you all the chats that you have. If you click on cancelling, it shows you the available cancellers that are there, right? And the chat is quite simple. You can search for new friends, and what this does is it shows you a list of all the people that have downloaded the mobile application. And what you can do is you can search your particular user by name, and if you want to chat with that user, you can then just click add friend if you're not friends yet, and if you are friends already, you can just click on open chat, and then you can chat away. Right, so that the chat is now here. Hi, how are you? And I think it is the same for counselors. So the counselor section shows you a list of all the counselors that are there in the mobile application, and it's just the counselor and the description and about, and you can send a friend request to the counselor. That way you can then start chatting with the counselor and tell them all the important stuff, right? So how does one user get to be a counselor, right? So from our admin panel, we've got two counselors, and these you can change them by editing select type, and you choose between user and counselor, and that user becomes a counselor. And by logging in, if you go to, you've got our normal chest here, right? And we have our counseling page where here it shows all the counselors that are in the mobile application. When you click on counselors, this shows us the counselor information, their title, the university that they're from, and their bio or their about, and all the appointments, right? So a user can request a chart from here. So we'll probably go back on download, and if you click here, it will be like a send request, and then it goes to the counselor, in this case Don't Tell I, and Don't Tell I accepts that request. This page changes to this part of the page, right, where it's showing you that you can open a chat with this counselor, or you can book an appointment, right? So probably select a date, May 21, or maybe June 21, done, and pick a time, then and probably write a description. Yeah, so an appointment is sent to the counselor, and the counselor can then probably accept, and then it will show that it's accepted, or you can reschedule it, or you can cancel this appointment, right? So that is a bit on a user and a counselor's communication, and I think that's it on the counselor. So as an administrator, all you can only do is change a user from just a normal user to a counselor from the admin portal. Next up, we're going to move to the emergency contacts. So on the emergency contacts, we've got an emergency page, and this emergency page allows our users to first off alert peers by clicking this button. This alert peers feature notifies people around you as a user that you are in danger, and then they can then probably chat with you and assist if necessary, right? So it's showing now peers have been alerted, so you can further probably call the police or call a campus helpline if help doesn't come in time, right? And then you've got this call the ambulance, call ambulances button. You've got call fire stations, you've got call the police, and you've got campus helplines, you've got nearby support, national helplines, and probably a report abuse button. And we're going to go through all this, right? So if you click on call ambulances, right, this tab allows you to click this call button or this message button, and if you click on call, it opens your caller, and then you can now directly call from your phone. If you click messages, it opens your messages app, and then you can text a message to that contact. So this just gives users easy contacts from the mobile application that they can use. And we're going to go through how you can add all these emergency contacts, right? And this whole section is for emergency contacts. We've got ambulance contacts, national helplines, nearby support, police helplines, fire stations, university helplines, etc. So so what we're going to do is we are just going to click on edit, edit one, right? And you can see that from this tab you can enter your title, probably that particular ambulance, and you can input a contact name, which is optional. You can input a contact email address, which is also optional, the actual address, and you can then select a university. So these ambulances, are different from campus to campus, right? So if you select a university, it just shows for that particular campus, but not for any other campuses. And yeah, I think that's it on this emergency contact. So it's the same throughout all of these. Nearby support is also the same, as ambulances. It's just additional support, probably counselors support, etc. So we have these for all these universities. And you can also add a new contact, right? And so probably like a 24/7 Mars ambulance, and probably input a contact name if it's available. Put myself as a contact name, and put a contact. Just choose a contact of my choice. Select university, click submit. So we've got the report abuse feature. So if a user wants to report something quite quick, they can type in their report, and this report is sent to the admin portal directly. So there's actually a disclaimer message is sent from this page, go directly to the campus admin. Then these reports are shown on the top bar here, and this is my report that I've just put here. Something is wrong, right? And then the administrator can then act accordingly to whatever would be wrong. So from the emergence pages, we're going to move to the frequently asked questions. And now mobile application, we've got an FAQ bot, and how you can access that from any page, be it the home page. You can click the hamburger menu, and you can click the FAQ bot here page from here. And this just gives the users quick information on frequently asked questions, right? So from our frequently asked questions, we've got frequently asked categories, which are these categories. We've got frequently asked questions, and we've got frequently asked answers. I'm going to show you how this chatbot works, right? So we've got a list of these frequently asked questions, and this is a list of the frequently asked questions, and the categories, and you can just click on one to select this first one. So I just clicked one, and is now showing me all the questions that are in that category, right? Can alcohol and drug abuse make someone aggressive, etc., etc.? And I'm just going to choose 3, right? And then when I choose 3, then it gives me the answer to 3, right? Which is what are the common signs of drug abuse? And signs may include bloodshot eyes, changes in your daily routine, changes in personality, social withdrawal, etc., etc., right? So from this FAQ chatbot, you can jump back to categories, or you can see questions on alcohol and drugs again, and then you can like navigate through this. And if you as a user do not want to use the FAQ bot, you can just search directly here, and you can just search a keyword, or just probably search alcohol, right? And then it gives me all the questions that are there, pre-made, pre-inputted into the system. And if I click this down now, it gives me a quick answer. What else can I do to preoccupy my mind so that I don't think about drugs and alcohol? It is a part of life, sometimes to be idle, etc., etc. And how do we input this? So in our administration panel, we can first off start by putting in FAQ categories, and these are the categories that are here. I'm just going to add my new category and probably put it as fitness tips for pro, and I'm going to enter a key. So a key is the number that is going to be shown on my board. So here we do have a number of these, right, as keys 1 to 8, and I'm just going to select 9 since it's unoccupied, and press submit. Right, now I have a new FAQ category, which is a fitness tips for pros. So if we go to our mobile application, you can now see that we now have a new category that we have entered into the admin portal. It's now the fitness tips for pros, and in our category we can put questions in there. So these are all the questions that are there in the mobile application. We actually have 91 of them, and each is put in its own category. So I'm just going to add a new question. And probably add a question like how do I stay fit? And select a category. So I'm just going to select the category that I have put in, and probably select a key for this. 1, 2. Right, so I've done that, and I've selected the key, and now that I've got a question, I can go check it out. So how do I stay fit? Right, I've put it in its unique key 100, and I'm just going to put an answer for it. So I go to FAQ answers, and so here it shows you an answer. It shows you the question ID, which is like the actual question, and the date that is created on and updated on. So I'm just going to create a new answer for my question. So select question, probably is the last question: how do I stay fit? Drink water every day. Right, and I'm going to submit my answer. So hopefully it's now here. So I've got my answer: drink water every day. My question: how do I stay fit? I'm just going to check in the mobile application if that's updated already. So I'm going to select 9, just fitness tips for pro, and then questions on the selected categories on fitness tips for pros 100. How do I stay fit? And then just going to click on 100 here, and then it's giving me an answer: drink water every day. So the key is to just select a key for yourself, so that that's what you can click here, a number here, and gives you a quick question and a quick answer to your question. So that's it on our FAQ bot. From frequently asked questions, we've got what we call roles, right? And for now, we just have a normal user and a counselor. We can create other user roles as we go on. It's quite easy to create. You can just input a name of a new role, probably IT or tech, and would have just created a new role, right? And probably add on privileges to that role. So from here we have got major admin options, right? And these are under this admin panel, and these are showing users that are supposed to be logging into this admin portal, right? And it's just showing a list of users here, and here the super admin can create credentials for people who wants to log into the admin portal, this admin portal that I'm opening right here. And you can put in a username, a name, select for them in an avatar, or they can select for it for later. You put a password, confirm a password, and probably put assign roles for them. Do they have administrator roles? Are they just university editors, or are they just article forum editors? So these roles and also put on permissions for them, right? And these permissions dictate what a certain user will be able to access through this admin portal. And then from those users, so we can see this way we create our roles. We've got administrator, university editor, article forum manager, and these roles can be changed over time. So the administrator, the over administrator, got all permissions obviously, and university editor has got a dashboard, login, authentication, some other permissions. It's got access to the menu and access to the file manager. And article forum has got only access to the dashboard login, obviously, and article forum management, which is just this section and this section, and the file manager, which is the last section here, right? And also we have for permissions. So this is a high level permission page. It gives certain permissions in terms of what data you can input, what you can edit, and this for now, obviously we as the developers are going to be more involved in it, in creating these permissions with you. And well, we've got the menu. So this is this menu. So this you can organize, make new tabs as necessary, as you see fit. You can reorder this. Probably if you need this admin panel to be top of everything else, so you can actually move it up above this into. So as you can see, I've just moved the admin panel to the upper top, and then it's now showing here on the top, right? And so you can actually edit your menu here from the menu tab. And finally, we've got an operation log. So this shows you all the changes that have been done. Shows you the user that has been doing it, the method, where they're posting something new, when they just viewing, just get, and shows you the details in code format. And this IP shows just the device that they were using. Is it the same device or a different IP? So it shows everything that has been done on this portal, right? And so we finally have got the file manager. And this is just a storage facility for the admin, so they can store the information here, whatever they want. We usually advise that they store their article documents in the file manager, right? So here we've got article pictures, articles, everything. And this is just a backup of all the articles. These are Word documents for all the articles that are in this mobile application. So whatever you want to store that is this apps related, you can then put it in file manager. So this is a wrap up of all the information on this portal. And if you need any help, you can contact us, and then we can have further training on this. Otherwise, thank you for your time. Thank you for going through this training. I hope you take this into good use, and this is going to be a very fruitful mobile application. Thank you.